Yes, there it is. This is like the last kill I'm able to do on 2-3 rotation, and I finally got a hilt. Raxxi's Web. I'm not even mad that that's probably the most common hilt that I'm getting doing melee kills, but that's awesome. I finally got a hilt. I can actually use one of the 2 spider legs I can make. And that bow is actually really good on this account, because that means I can start the Ascension grind if I wanted to, like to get some Capsarius souls with 99 Slayer, almost there. But there we go. Let's just make this Nox weapon. I don't have to go back for more kills today. I finished. That was the last kill I was going to do today. At the end of the half an hour. There we go. Araxxi's Web. Let's just remove placeholder. Is in the bank for like 2 seconds there, and I still have placeholder leg pieces for the second leg that I'll probably make at some point. There we go. Spider leg and craft. Araxxi's Web. Already have the 90 crafting, of course. And there we go. Let's just augment this bad boy, and this is just going to be such an amazing ranged weapon to have for like so long in this account. It's going to be like best in slot ranged two-handed weapon for so long, and unlocks so many things to do on this account. My first tier 90 weapon, like I almost forgot there, or I almost said that my Spear of Annihilation was my first tier 90 weapon, but I actually haven't finished it yet. I need a ton of materials to make it. But there we go. Noxious Longbow, Nox Bow, on the account, tier 90 DPSer, even though my ranged gear is still just pathetic. I mean, how many Sirenic scales am I at from Araxxor so far? 23 scales, so like not even enough for a torso or a body, but I'm gonna keep doing Araxxor because I still need the Fang and the Eye to finish my Nox set. One thing I'm probably thinking of doing is just starting the kill with a mage weapon in my hand, and that'll make Araxxor spawn as the melee version, and that gives the 1 in 120 drop rate for the Fang. So that is something I'm probably going to end up doing to grind out the Fang. Like I'll still be doing melee kills, but like I'll be doing it on melee Araxxor, because it really doesn't make that much of a difference for killing Araxxor with kind of my lance setup. Like it's still kind of the same kill, maybe a bit more spooky, but it's fine. I don't even know what to say at this point. I finally have my first Nox weapon after I almost forgot to show the kill count. 173 kills for my first Nox weapon. Probably about average for the first Nox weapon. Got pretty dang unlucky on that hilt. Like 50 over drop rate, but that's fine. Still need to get those other 2, and still need to get the pets. But that many legs at that kill count is still just ridiculous luck. Anyway, let's augment this bad boy. I need to go get more Illajankin components, of course, from Vindicta, because that's just the eternal struggle in Ironman mode nowadays. But yeah, awesome. First Nox weapon on the account. Big day. So I actually decided on Precise 6 Aftershock 1 for the Nox bow, because eventually it should be only like a switch for like... I'm just kind of copying PubStomp with his Saren God bow, which has that perk. 60% chance, come on. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's a waste of Illajankin and precise components. That's just awful. But let's go for Equilibrium 4, Ruthless 3, which is like 1 in 20 chance. Come on. Cat meowing in the background. Gimme. There we go, Equilibrium 4, Ruthless 3. That's going to be nice for the Ascension grind, because Equilibrium 4 makes me one-hit the Capsarius a lot more often, and Ruthless also will increase damage there. So that's awesome. It's a bummer about the Aftershock 1 perk. I'll probably put that on like a Wilderness Sword, so that I don't lose Aftershock stacks when I switch for like a Bladed Dive switch or something. So that'll be useful at some point, somewhat. But I'm going to have to grind out a ton more Armadillo components to get Precise 6 Aftershock 1. Although, I don't know, I'll probably just put Precise 6 on it, which I'm pretty sure I already have from historical components. That was just something I was going for, I guess. I think it was last episode or a couple episodes ago, I thought I was out of Illajankin components, but I had a Crest of Zero sitting in my bank from a drop I got at some point. Completely forgot about it, so I got 4 more Illajankin components, which should be just enough to have another attempt at Aftershock for Equilibrium 2 for the Inquisitor staff. So let's go ahead and do that. It is this setup, and I forgot to drink my Extreme Invention. That was almost a disaster, but there we go. There we go. So let's see. We're hoping for Aftershock for Equilibrium 2. It's like a 30% chance or something, but it's a really good chance to get at least Aftershock 4, which is what I'm really going for anyway. That is Aftershock 4 Ruthless 1, which is not what I was going for, but it is better than just Aftershock 4 by itself, so I'll take it. I'll just throw that in the Inquisitor staff, and that'll be finally the Aftershock perk on the staff, because I've just been kind of using it with Precise 6 without any Aftershock or anything. So there we go. Perked out my Inquisitor staff. Awesome. Still going for the Prifdinus Musician's robe top for Master Clue, and I got both the boots and the gloves from one like thing of Ithil workers. I don't need these. I need the robe top. Had to do a little bit of dungeoneering to get the tokens to get the like the chaotic spikes you have to get to make the second step of making this thing. But there we go, Spear of Annihilation complete, which is actually a tier 90 weapon. That's like my best in slot melee weapon for now, I guess, which is interesting. So I guess I'll augment it and put some decent perks on it. Like I don't want to waste any like Aftershock or something like that on it, because I mean eventually I'm gonna have to unaugment it to make it into the tier 92 spear at some point, hopefully in the far future probably. But that's going to be awesome for like doing Corp. If I get like a Corporal Beast Reaper assignment, which I actually can't get right now because I haven't done the quest for it, so that's fine. But yeah, I mean, best in slot melee weapon. The Lance is technically, so it's tier 80 damage. So I'm like, do I bring the Spear of Annihilation to like Araxxor? To do it for like, at least for the Araxxor fight, the Araxxor fight, it's nice to have the range of the Lance. But I'll have to think about like what I want to do with this. Ooh, and that's the last kill of Araxxor for today, but I'm trying a couple new things. I got my Spear of Annihilation for Araxxor, and switched to the Dragon Rider Lance for Araxxor just to get that range, make it easier to prayer switch. I don't know how I feel about it. I've also grabbed the Crystal Staff to make it spawn on the melee form of Araxxor. That way it doesn't matter like where I'm at in terms of the range for like just being melee distance for the Spear of Annihilation. And Spear of Annihilation has tier 90 damage, which makes me do more damage, but the melee form of Araxxor does more damage back, and I think the affinity value is going to affect my accuracy a bit. So I don't know how I like it. I'm using more food because the melee form of Araxxor just does more damage, but it's going to give me a better drop rate on the fangs, so like I'm pretty sure it's got to be worth it. Maybe not on a 1-3 rotation, but it's probably worth it. And just finishing up my first Living Wyvern's Slayer assignment, which is honestly not a bad Slayer assignment for me. Like, I thought they were going to be a bit more spooky than this, but I guess I did kill like thousands of them on Pub Stomp to get, as the Slayer assignment ended, got the elite spawn, but no thanks. I killed a ton of these to get to a 120 Herblore, making extreme prayer potion, so I'm pretty used to them. Just did the whole Slayer assignment in one trip, not too bad with the Spear of Annihilation, just carrying the DPS, so that's a pretty nice Slayer assignment. Yeah, there's a drop from Celestials, a Draconic Visage. That's a free 1.2 mil alch, and this is the first time I'm at Celestial Dragons with my Nox bow. It's just dispatching these so much quicker. And another Draconic Visage on the same Slayer assignment. That's pretty crazy. I mean, these things drop them pretty often, so, I mean, just really good alchs. Got a Demon Slayer assignment, so I decided it's finally time to do Dimension of Disaster so I can get that Dark Light upgrade. So let's go ahead and go to Rewards, get the Dark Light upgrade, which is awesome because that's like a tier 95 main hand weapon for like killing demons. So Ripper Demons just get a lot easier for me, and I can do Ripper Demon Slayer assignments and get a bunch of Ripper Demon scrolls once I get 96 summoning to actually be able to make them. And here comes the biggest summoning level ever. It's 96 summoning, which unlocks both Pachyaks and Ripper Demons, like the two best familiars in the game for Ironman to do like everything ever. Pachyaks just super usability thing, like I can bring that instead of a Terror Bird to Araxxor to make the kills even safer. I might as well just start making them now. And the Ripper Demon, it's just like the best DPS familiar in the game, like everywhere. It's so OP. So now I have that to take to God War Ascension 2, Beastmaster at some point. Like, it's just such an important summoning level. doing the Reaper demons and got the Raptor key part 2. So that's 2 out of 4 Raptor key pieces now. Cool. And there is 99 Slayer, which is just a huge level. Getting it on the 50% Slayer XP week here in the, I don't know, the 20th anniversary celebration or whatever. But 99 Slayer, it gives me access to the Slayer skill cape, which is some nice teleports on it for clue scrolls. And of course, more importantly, it gives me access to the personal Slayer dungeon, which means I can start the Ascension grind, or at least going for the souls for Capsarius. Which will get me the fastest keys per hour. I won't have aggression potions to make it AFK, but it'll be easy enough with target cycling, I guess. It'll be like semi-AFK, even for a hardcore without aggression potions. So yeah, 99 Slayer. It's also another 99, I guess, with all these unlocks. Okay, I just got a broadcast. I've completed the Let It Go Legio feat. I guess I've completed the Felled Up Hills Slayer log, which is cool, I guess. It's not really that hard of a log to complete, but cool. Got 1 soul out of 4 so far, so doing good. And there we go, that's the 4th Caps soul, which should be everything I need. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure I only need 4 spawns in the player-owned Slayer dungeon to be able to just kill them as quickly as I would even with 5 souls. So let's see how this goes. So here's my setup for Capsarius, for the good old Ascension grind. It seems to be functional enough for me. Fortunately, target cycling doesn't work in Legacy mode, so that's kind of annoying, but it's fine. I'll just need to click on every single one. I'm almost tempted to go into the wilderness to kill some lava strike worms to have aggression potions for these, but that's just too spooky for me. Like, I just don't want to get PK'd and just be like a huge letdown, and I just don't want that to happen, so I'll just deal with making this not AFK for 2 hours a day with the Equilibrium aura, which basically means I can one-hit these every single hit. Like you can see, I am not ever like killing these in 2 hits with this setup. And it's not even the best in slot gear. Like I'm wearing Turoth boots. Like seriously, these are not that hard to one-hit. So anyway, why Ascensions? Why do the Ascension grind now? What am I doing here? So Ascensions means I can use Criminal Bolts and have tier 90 range setup. I'll get full Serenic out of this, like by the end of it probably as well. So that'll unlock like Elite Dungeons 2, that'll unlock full raids, that'll unlock Angel of Death, like all these huge bosses that ranged is actually really good on nowadays because ranged is basically best in slot DPS for everything. Raksha, like I wanted to start the Raksha grind, get the greater ricochet ability codex and have even better ranged DPS. Like ranged is so good. Like this Nox bow is like, it's good, but it doesn't use criminal bolts, which is a lot of what makes high level ranged so overpowered. So that's why I'm here. That's why I want to get the Ascension grind out of the way this early. Normally you want to wait for Ascensions until you have like nothing better to go for, because this takes forever. I of all people know how long the Ascension grind is going to take, because I did the Ascension grind but with all the boss pets, which is like 10 times as worse as what I'm going for in the hardcore right now. So I know this is going to take a while, and I'm just planning on just kind of doing it gradually with 2 hours per day, doing an Equilibrium aura, and just being able to do, you know, Araxxor still like every day. So, you know, this is just what this account is going to need to do for like a few months every day. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get lucky and be able to just finish this up real quick, but knowing this and how many layers of RNG there are, like, this is going to take a while. So anyway, thanks for watching this episode. I'll see you next time for a lot of Slayer, because it's the combat week, which for some reason they decided to give bonus XP to Ironman for Slayer, but I gotta take advantage of it. So see you next time.